Good morning, calling in investors, entrepreneurs, business-minded individuals. In this video, I'll talk about E2 visa and how you can actually transition from an E2 visa to a green card. And remember, we have been talking about humanitarian visas. We talk about family-based immigration, and now we will start talking about the business side of immigration. But make no mistake, we are still waiting on this bill that is set to be voted this week. Okay, once they start voting on it in the House, I'll be here. Once it goes to the Senate, I'll be here. And once the bill passes and becomes law, okay, I will be live, okay, answering all your questions. Let's get right into it. Bijoux.ngwanda here, immigration lawyer in the DC metropolitan area. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you're not new, welcome back. And please don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you enjoy those type of content, okay, please go ahead and share with your friends, like, and don't forget to comment below. So, E2 visa, basic requirements, okay? Let's get into it. Basically, you can be the investor or it can be a corporation, okay? But you must be a national of a treaty country. So you must be a person who's coming from a country that has a treaty with America to do commerce, to involve in those type of business. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box so you will basically know if your country is part of the treaty, okay? And then the second requirement is the investment must be substantial. USCIS doesn't give us the exact like amount of dollar, like the exact amount of money that you have to put in, but they say substantial. We have seen people being successful with as much as $100,000, okay, like a starting point. We've seen that. But substantial, when they say it, it must be sufficient to ensure that the successful operation of the enterprise. So let's say you get here and you open a business, okay, or you invest in a business, in an existing business. So that money that you're investing must be really substantial to pretty much help with the operation of the business. It cannot be minimum. It has to be substantial in comparison to the actual business that you are opening or investing in, okay? The third requirement, it says that the investment must be a real operating enterprise, not just speculation. So either you start a business and it starts being in operation, like functioning, or you invest in an existing business that already has its operation going, okay? And then it says the fourth requirement says that the investment might not be marginal. I said it before, it's pretty much the same thing. It cannot be just a minimum. It has to be so substantial that it ensures the operation of the business, okay? And then the person investing, that's the fifth requirement. The person must have control of the funds. So basically, let's say that you're investing in an existing business, you have to be part of the organization, like you have control of the funds. You can't just give your money to some people to do it, okay? If you're investing in basically in an existing business, really you have to have control of the funds. So you have to be part of the organization, have some type of responsibility so that you can have control of the funds, okay? Money must be put at risk That's still in the fifth requirement. Money cannot just sit there in the bank account. You can't just give it to your lawyer, like to me, to put it in the trust account and the money is sitting there. No, the money has to be put at risk, meaning that it's already doing the things that the business are supposed to do. Okay? And then the last requirement is that you are coming to the US for the purpose of operating that business. Let's say you're outside, you're applying for E2 from outside, then you're planning to come here for the purpose of operating the business. So you will be part of the business, okay? Those are the 6 basic requirements. There are a lot to it, but if somebody is really in need of transitioning or in need of applying to the E2 visa, that's where we sit down and go through those requirements and in depth so that we will know if you're eligible or not, to maximize your chances for success. Okay, and now let's say that you get the E2 visa. Perhaps from here you transition from F1 visa to E2. I've talked about it, how students can get it. You can refer back to my previous video. Okay, pretty much I'm gonna leave links as well for that. Let's say you already have that E2 visa. You are here in the United States operating your business or part of an existing business, and then you have your E2 visa. How can you get a green card? There's no clear pathway to a green card, but there is ways that, if followed, can lead you to a green card. So there's not a clear path like you just go and apply for a green card. No, there's a process as usual, which is not too clear for anybody, but some steps might lead you to there. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. The first option is employer sponsorship to the permanent process. That's the HB1 visa. For example, you have a E2 visa, okay, and you invested your money in an existing enterprise, and then finally you're part of the enterprise, like you're working there, but now the employer, that enterprise, want to hire you in another position. Really, now they want to sponsor you. That's how you're going to get your HB1 visa and later on apply for a green card. That's how it works. Not simple, but we can always explain in detail. If you want to schedule a consultation with me, consultation fee applies, okay? And then the second option is the EB2. That's when, let's say you are on an E2 visa and then your enterprise, you created a business and your business is really growing and it's pretty much benefiting the American government, and you have extraordinary ability. So basically you came here and you became an entrepreneur on an E2 visa and you're creating jobs and it's benefiting the American government. That's when you can apply for national interest waiver. So self-sponsor green card. I'll talk about it on my next or in other videos in the detail as a standalone subject, but that's a way you can get a EB2 visa. Basically, you demonstrate extraordinary ability and it's those ability and your talent will benefit the American government, and you can request a national interest waiver and get a green card to the EB2 process. Okay. Third option is family-based application for residency. We know how family-based works. Basically, if you have a family member who is a US citizen at the time that you are on an E2 visa, they can sponsor you as well. Or let's say they have a green card as well. But for siblings, we know that it takes forever, at least minimum 12 years. and maximum 16, 17. I don't know. It takes forever to get a green card to siblings like brother or sister. Okay, and then we have the last option, number 4. If you can get it into a B5 visa. So the EB5 visa, it's when you actually, let's say you created a business and then your business really went really over the top. So now you have a lot of money. The basic requirement, the minimum amount is $900,000, and that's how you are able to get that green card to the EB5. And then has additional requirement. You must create at least 10 jobs for other individuals based on your enterprise, and hire American or people living here, of course, lawful permanent resident, at least 10 additional jobs, and paying them prevailing wages like as if they will pay US citizen here. So that's it. Basically, E2 visa is not for everybody, but some people can transition from their studies to a E2 visa if they meet those requirements. And let's say you are here and you want to transition without going outside of the United States, you can apply for a waiver to waive your unlawful presence. If it gets accepted, then you can actually not leave and just apply for the E2 visa here. But if that waiver is not accepted or granted, so now you have to go back home and apply from back home. So pretty much that's it for today, my friend. I'll be back when the bill progress, but as of now, we will start talking a little bit more about the business side of immigration. Bijoux.ngwanda here, immigration lawyer in the DC metropolitan area, and this was US immigration. Bye bye.